Okay, so welcome back to our YouTube channel, everyone. So today is already September 11, 2023. So last Friday, I was supposed to be making an upload. Pero again, dahil nga sa ating technical difficulties, medyo nagka-problema yung ating mouse. So hindi ako nakapag-upload. Ngayon, okay na. Napalitan ko na siya. Buti na lang meron tayo ditong nakuhang temporary mouse. No? So in today's video, ang ating i-share is about syempre the traditional market, the dollar, and Bitcoin's weekly candle close. And nagkaroon ba ng panibagong CME gap? So tingnan nyo, panoorin nyo hanggang sa dulo. Again, kung hindi pa kayo nakapag-like, i-like nyo tong video na to para ma-push through ng algorithm. No? Maraming salamat na agad. And kung hindi pa kayo nakasubscribe, syempre, wag kayong mahiya. No? Libre naman mag-subscribe. No? So, simulan na natin to. So, we are currently here on the chart ni dollar or ni DXY sa daily time frame. So, as of right now, what we are currently seeing here is this potential inverted head and shoulders na it looks like it has broken out of this neckline or this resistance area. Again, the bias na sinabi natin dito right from last week's video, for it to break out and then retest this neckline to confirm a role reversal from it being a resistance. Ngayon, pwede siyang i-confirm as a support and then eventually saka siya mag-bounce up, no? So again, that is not necessarily or hindi siya kailangan mangyari, pero again, that is possible. Bakit? If I'm going to pull out my supports and resistances dito sa ating tag dito, horizontal area, if you're going to zoom out, this midpoint na binrake niya, which is confluence sa ating neckline ng inverted head and shoulders, is this midpoint ng ating monthly parallel channel. So in this case, no, if you're going to zoom out sa monthly time frame, since the last touch dito sa monthly is nasa baba, nandito, na nagkaroon na siya ng bounce dito from this being a resistance before, resistance. Pwede siya ngayon mag-act as support kasi tignan nyo dito, meron tayo ditong bullish candle and then the next candle sa monthly is a bullish engulfing candle. Okay? So that being said, pwede ito ngayon mag-break above dito. Magtuloy-tuloy pataas, no? So kaya if papasok tayo dito sa daily chart, meron tayo dito nakikitang bullish pattern na puwedeng, no, pwede, possible na mag-push for the dollar's price action to go up. Okay? Ang ibig sabihin nun, Sir Age, bakit related ba yan sa crypto? Again, if the dollar is going to go up, ibig sabihin lalakas si dollar. Ibig sabihin yung mga asset, yung mga stocks, cryptocurrencies ay mako-convert into cash. So the most dominant cash or form of pera or currency is US dollar or the DXY nga in this case, no? So that being said, puwede tayong pumunta ngayon dito kay Dow Jones, no? Again, kung mapapansin niyo meron tayo ditong rising wedge and sa smaller rising wedge nagkaroon ng fake out, pinakita natin 'yan, meron tayong divergences, nagkaroon ng breakdown, nagkaroon siya dito ng retest or ng role reversal, 'di ba? Support, support, support and then nag-breakdown dito. And then ni-retest niya itong mas maliit na rising wedge. It has acted as a resistance kasi nga role reversal from support to resistance. Ngayon, 'di ba, nag-breakdown na rin siya dito sa mas malaki natin na rising wedge support. Dito is support, 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 support dito na mabilis lang and then breakdown. Ngayon, tingnan natin if mare-reject. Again, if mare-reject si Dow Jones dito at this point around 34.8, 34.7K, the most probable scenario for the cryptocurrency market is to follow wherever the traditional market is going to go, no? So, kung hindi nyo masyadong na-gets yun, medyo malabo, ulitin nyo. But again, I will be proceeding. Again, kung hindi pa kayo nakapunta dito sa website ko, meron tayo dyan sa description box. Libre naman lahat yan. Meron tayo dito link for the social media platforms na active tayo. And then, meron dito mga resources. May kuhaan dito ng libro, may mga tutorial dito. Yan, libre kung kilala nyo si Emperor, meron dyan. And then, pwede kayong gumawa ng mga accounts nyo dito. Again, all for free. No? So, dito naman, that being said, i-restore muna natin yan. And then, this is going to be Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. Okay? I-focus natin to dito. This is going to be the most recent weekly candle close. Is this going to be bullish? Is this showing a sign of reversal? In my very honest opinion, hindi po. No? Again, bakit? Kung mapapansin nyo, this, pwede natin 'to pagbasihan. Napakalaki ng wick nito sa taas. So kung, gusto nito magkaroon ng potential sign of reversal, i-engulf niya 'to or magko-close itong candle na 'to sana above this wick, pero hindi 'yun ang nangyari. Kung mapapansin niyo, this is still a doji and the wick is bigger sa upside and wala siya masyadong volume. So for me, this is not, considerable as a potential reversal sign, 'no? Anong puwede mangyari? If this current candle is going to close below this sorry, if this is going to close below this wick or siguro lower or below this red line around, below 25,250, 25,260, that is going to be a sign of a potential breakdown. Breakdown of what? A potential double top pattern, 'di ba? Anong target? Let's say nagkaroon ng open and close below this area, the target is going to be the 20K area. Pwede ba yan dumiretso? Pwede, pero that is going to be unhealthy. So, for a healthy price action, the bias is for it to retest the neckline, which is this area, 25,250, 25,260, before it goes down to the 20K-ish area. And if ever that the 20K-ish area is not going to hold, meron pa tayong ibang targets which is papakita natin mamaya sa daily chart. Pero if you're going to zoom out in here, again, as I've mentioned in the siguro ilang videos na rin ang nakakalipas, pwede itong maging isang fractal play. So, paano yung fractal play na sinasabi mo, Sir Age? So, ganito siya. Tingnan nyo 'tong price action na 'to, massive rally, nag-form ng double top, and then breakdown. Dito, rally. Siyempre this is going to be on the lower time frame. A rally, double top, tingnan natin puwedeng itong portion na 'to dahil nga sa mas mababang time frame ay ito na 'yon. So, ang sunod dito is the breakdown. So, tingnan natin if magkakaroon ng breakdown dito sa double top pattern na 'to. Kung mapapansin niyo, may patterns, may rally, 'di ba? And meron ding divergences. Dito merong bearish divergences, both RSI and MACD. Meron siya dito rin meron din siya. Higher highs and then lower highs RSI and MACD. And again, meron pa tayo ditong tinitingnan na pattern. Sabi natin, this is going to be a potential pricing wedge pattern for the RSI. Again, if magkakaroon ng open and close below 25,250, the most probable scenario for the RSI is to close below this support. No? Yan, 3 touches. And then sa 4 touch, pwede ang mabutas. Pwede mag-close dito and then retest and then eventually continue down. So, kung di nyo na-imagine, ganito yung sinasabi ko. Okay, that is going to be the most probable scenario. But again, hindi dahil most probable, hindi dahil narinig nyo yun, iba yun sa guaranteed. Okay, in the markets, walang guaranteed. It's all about how we react with the market's price action. And again, Sir Age, ano pang sign yung kaya nasasabi mo na medyo mahina itong move na to? Kasi sabi ng mga famous, ano bullish daw 'di ba? Kasi umaangat daw, uptrend na daw sa daily, like LOL, no? Paano magiging uptrend 'yan? Look, this is going to be, a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, oh sorry, a lower low, 'di ba? And then this is still a lower high kasi 'di naman niya na-break ang mga alin dito sa dalawang high na 'to. So this is for me still a lower high, okay? So if magbe-break pa 'to, magkakaroon ng open and close below 25,250, the most probable scenario is for it to go down further. Tingnan natin, no? So ayun lang, and kung mapapansin niyo wala siyang lakas. So paanong lakas, Sir Age? Wala siyang volume, 'di ba? Umaangat siya pero the, volume is decreasing, 'di ba? Walang, nagpu-push na buyers for it to go higher yung price natin dito sa weekly time frame. Again, kita rin 'yan dito sa ating daily chart. Again, tingnan natin. Sa weekly meron tayong double top which is ito 'yon, okay? This is going to break down. The target is the 20K-ish area, pero sabi natin kanina, pwede pa yung mas bumaba. So, paano? Again, this is going to be a pricing wedge pattern. The target 1 is going to be 25 to 50, 25 to 60, and na-hit na siya. Conservative target 1, conservative target 2 is going to be around 19.7, 19.6K, and the actual target for this specific pattern pricing wedge is going to be around the 16.5, 16.3 K-ish area. Okay? Again, that is just based on my very honest opinion. No? So, that being said, pwede na siguro tayong lumipat dito sa ating CME chart. No? So, meron pa tayong panibagong CME gap wala naman. Nagkaroon siya ng gap dito noong September 8 pero na-fill din siya agad. So, as of right now, wala tayong panibagong CME gap. Pero may luma siyempre, may mga lumang CME gap. Pansin niyo 'yan, ito may gap tayo around 54 to 52 and then may gap around 29.5, may gap dito sa 20K, may gap sa 16.9, meron sa 9.6, meron sa 3.5K area. So, ito, confluent ditong dalawang CME gap na 'to sa target natin dito sa daily chart, dito sa daily, 'di ba? Binanggit ko na kanina, itong target na 'to, this is going to be 19.8 at saka 16.3. So, if ever that the CME chart decides to fill these two gaps, that is going to be the confluence area. Pero again, for me, mas maganda pa rin if fill muna siya lahat ng gap sa baba before it continues up. Kasi at least kapag finil niya yung mga gap sa ilalim, wala na tayong iintindihin on the way up. And again, if bababa ito dito, I must say we should buy kasi that's going to be very, very cheap compared sa price ng all-time high, no? But again, that is not a financial advice. So, siyempre, aralin nyo din bago nyo gawin, no? Dahil umabot ko sa part ng video na to, maraming salamat sa iyo. This is going to be a bonus chart. As of right now, no, the Bitcoin's market cap is lying around or slightly below the $500 billion mark. So it is around 499.8 billion as of recording. So tingnan natin if ever na magkaroon tayo siguro ng daily close daily open and close below 500 billion, the most probable scenario is for this to go down further. So if Bitcoin's market cap is going to go down, syempre bababa yung price ni Bitcoin, no? And dito naman sa kabilang chart, this is going to be the total crypto market cap. So again, this has been invalidated already. Pero as of right now, it is hanging by a thread. Okay? It is, nasa $1 trillion area. So again, just like Bitcoin's market cap, the total crypto market cap is in a psychological support and resistance area, no? 500 billion, 1 trillion, 'di ba? So if this market caps lost its area acting as a support, the most probable scenario is for it to fall down. Okay? Pag bumaba ang market cap, bababa ang price ng mga asset and in this case this is going to be for the cryptocurrencies. No, I'm not saying that is going to happen but that is the most probable scenario lalo na sa pinapakitang performance ni DXY, no? So tingnan natin kung ano mangyayari sa mga susunod. Again, huwag niyong kalimutan mag-subscribe, mag-like, mag-comment kayo kung gusto niyo. At syempre, huwag niyong kalimutang i-ring yung notification bell para updated kayo sa mga susunod na upload. Yun lang everyone. Let's go!